What's up, chat? How are you guys tonight? And are you ready for an adventure? GMZ, always first these days. How do you do it? Also, Storyteller. Good to see you're here that early too. What you got for us? Well, you're seeing what I got for you. I've got for you apparently a pretty good game according to all the reviews. Something I wasn't actually, looking forward to really for the past couple months, as I kept a mild interest in it. But it's apparently turned out pretty good. I don't know how they managed to, convince Bethesda to announce all this stupid bullshit at the same time they launched this, but congrats on them for that. It really worked in their favor. I mean, I bet they were kicking themselves at the over there at Obsidian, like, wow, Bethesda did what with Fallout? Wow. Thanks, guys. Couldn't have asked for better, advertising. Hey, Sly, how are you? So, let me get a few more people here for you guys to talk to. Hey, Darty, you're wondering if I could do an interview with you sometime, for like a website or something? What's the interview for? I would have to know that first. And also what it would be about. Hello everyone just showing up. Good evening to you, Diesel Dan. Also, I turned off that experimental thing that OBS added that allows it to dynamically lower the bitrate for things to get blurry. So instead you guys will get the good old-fashioned lag and frame drops. Since a lot of people apparently prefer frame drops to, blurry, crusty screen. So, you guys made your choice. You're divided on watching this stream or not. Since it came out, my interest has been gained on Outer Worlds, so I might try it out later. Well, I say watch it for an hour, and if you think you want to play it, then stop watching. Hey gamer, how are you? It's for your own channel, but I'd like to talk and ask basic stuff like, what were my impressions on Bloodlines? What was I thinking for the next? What am I thinking for the next? Question mark. Did playing Bloodlines make you interested in the books? So basically, a Bloodline interview. We might be able to do that. Sure. Hit me up the next day or two on Discord, and we can talk about it then. I'm not exactly big on Bloodline lore. I don't really know much outside of the game that I've played. I know you sent me that PDF with the book and stuff, but I just don't have time to read it right now. And I'm kind of waiting for the new game to come out. So I don't know how much information or what I'm trying to think of what I gotta say here. I must be suffering some kind of neuropathy. So I'm not exactly well versed on the world of darkness. Well, that's not true. I do know a decent amount about it, but specific lore, I'd be hard-pressed on answering any questions about that. It's been a pretty good Saturday, so you're doing good? I'm doing pretty good, otherwise my apartment smells like vegetable oil because I made french fries today. That's why I wanted to interview you since you are uninitiated. Oh. I think that word is even very fixated in the world. Viewpoint of someone new and does it spark more interest? I do have a goth streak in me, so I've always liked it for that. There's that certain time of goth, that early 2000s goth, that even though I never really dressed up goth, I really digged it. So that kind of always appealed to me. So other kind of gothy movies from that time period I kind of still like, even though they were usually pretty bad. Do I dig goth chicks? Yeah, kinda. Everyone's got their own things like, yeah, I guess I do. Hey, cut stupid. Still got 2 episodes of the show to watch, so I'll be watching you and that simultaneously. Oof. Hope you can, pay attention properly. Seems like it'd be really hard to watch this and something else at the same time to be able to, split your mind. Unless you're just really good at that. You just got back from the hospital because the landlords didn't bother to tell us they were using some sort of chemical and you had an asthma attack. Oh man. Hope you came through it alright. Asthma's no joke. Like, most people like think it's like, oh, it's that wheezy breezy disease where people can't breathe. Like, you can die from an asthma attack. Like, I've had a friend who has asthma who told me it basically controls his life. It really limits what he can and can't do. It's almost the same as having diabetes or something. Well, I'm glad all those pathways are now opened up good and wide. Have fun with Fallout 5, the proper Fallout. I'm wondering this for a long time. What's the joke behind the Pakistani GameCube? Well, it's kind of hard for me to actually mention the actual joke behind it because Twitch doesn't really like you talking about that sort of thing. But I'll let you. How do you feel about emus? That's my way of getting around it. The Pakistani GameCube joke, and also talking about emus. Emus. Also, I like emus and words that end with later. I think I've hinted enough that you can probably put it together now. Why doesn't Twitch like you talking about the Pakistani GameCube? Because technically the Pakistani GameCube is a legal technology. It kind of interferes with some other copyrights here and there, I guess. It's a technological gray area. It's never officially released by Nintendo. I mean, when you're talking about a machine that can play GameCube games, PlayStation 2 games, a bunch of other stuff, it's all on one device. There's something weird going on there. So, you guys ready to play the Outer Worlds? I've heard this game's pretty good. People are like, oh, this is what Fallout should have been for like the past decade. Sorry, I couldn't hold that one in anymore. You're too fucking tired? Fuck all y'all, I'm sleeping. Oh, well, you have a good night's sleep, Neo. By the way, chat, Neo just said he's leaving. I'm gonna wager an hour from now, he'll be back. Not the first time he's done that. Alright, so, I'm gonna hit record, and we're gonna get into game. Hey, Vin, how are you? Alright, let us begin. Normal. Good. I like a developer that doesn't try to get cute with their difficulty settings now. Like, oh, do you want Grande, Uber Mega, and Ubermensch? Hey, just because I've done it before doesn't mean I will again. Also, Iris Willows, thank you for a 3-month sub. Whoa, that went by fast. Glad to still be supporting. Well, I'm glad to still be entertaining you. And let's do a bit more of that tonight. Conversation subtitles. Oh, this is nice. Show bark subtitles. Bark subtitles? If disabled, subtitles will not be shown for words spoken outside of conversations. Oh, so like when you're passing by and you hear people talking. Minimal? Minimal. Only displays subtitles for the last line an NPC says when player options are shown. Oh, I'm impressed already. That's nice. That's actually kind of neat. I've never seen that option before. Usually it's just a, straight up on or off. But do you like your game tall, grande, or venti? I'm wrestling. I don't even know if I'm going to be doing a video on this, but I'll see how big the subtitles are first. If the subtitles are small, I might be able to just cover them up properly. Yeah, Tomb Raider though does have a lot of options. I do give them credit for that. So we'll leave it on minimal for now, so we can get an idea of what they look like.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations.
I hope we go back to 1940s style advertisements, even when we're in the future. 2,285, huh?
Designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny. When you go out of this
looks like a better Fallout 4 in space. Well, it's made by the team that made the better modern Fallout game. Probably explains a lot. Colony ship Hope found drifting colonists unable to be revived. Hope to be left at edge of colony. We're going to get away from capitalism in space? I don't think so. I think the whole point is you're like fighting against capitalism, actually. Morty! Morty, we're in the Fallout universe, Morty! I'm not the first to make that joke, am I? I was trying to like build up a burp to use at the same time of the line to be the one to do that. Couldn't do it. Venus Vernon Wells. Oh, wow. Loaded name for a scientist. In a sci-fi setting, no less.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
We fight off megacorps. Yay, communism. Had Rick and Morty in a live stream of the game. Oh, so, okay. Classic RPG. We got strength, dexterity, intelligence, perception, charm, and temperament. Temperament. Proves your natural health regeneration. Affected skills, two-handed melee, lie, sneak, medical engineering. Charm. Affected skills, persuade, lie, intimidate, hack, science, interpretation. We're gonna go for a very personality-driven character. Affected skills: long guns, persuade, hack, medical science, perception. Maybe we're street. Should we be street smart, or should we be like brain smart? Extra headshots, weak spot damage, critical damage. I kind of like this. Perception. And then we have dexterity. One-handed melee, dexterity fix melee attacks, and ranged weapon reload speed. I think we'll put 1 into strength. Game is easy if you put a lot into personality. These kind of games usually are, because you can talk your way out of a lot of stuff. But you usually also get a lot of the better dialogue. I think that's our character. Looks good. I like it. We're a little bit athletic. We're kind of street smart, but we got a ton of charm and temperament. You just completed a 24-hour live stream. How'd it go? Okay, points available. One-handed melee, range, dialogue. Oh, oof. Oof, lots of stuff. Since we already got a lot of bonuses in all this persuasion stuff, stealth, tech, we're actually really good in all that. Except lockpicking. You select 2 of the 6 groups. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. I get it now. Dialogue skill improves your ability to talk with NPCs both in and out of combat. In and out of combat. So even inside combat, you can still talk to people. After 50, you can specialize by adding points directly to persuade. Okay, we're gonna put 1 into that.
Probably talk your way out of a landing ticket.
Tech improves your knowledge of bodies, tools, and the universe. Medical engineering and science skills up 50 points. Leadership. Leadership skills improve companion health and their abilities in combat. Each point in leadership significantly increase inspiration and determination skills. You can intimidate them into giving up. I think I want to put a point into leadership. I want a strong team.
You would have made outpost administrator within a year.
We're not going. That's right. We're not going for your average RPG build. We want someone charismatic, fit to be main character. Aptitude. Okay. What's my ETA for the COD vid? I'm gonna try to like spend a good amount of time making it good. because I don't really have enough time to fit another small video in between now and Death Stranding. So probably right before Death Stranding comes out. Alright, aptitude. No discernible aptitude. Colonist sounded like a nice entry-level career. This is like a backstory, isn't it? Beverage service technician. We get drink effect duration 3. Halcyon bureaucrat. The universe operates on laws. If something isn't stamped, we got one to block. Cashier, subgrade, non-supervisory. No transaction is finished without a smile. You live for the chunk of a bit cartridge getting inserted right side up. The redemption of loyalty points. Come back real soon. Bye-bye now. Instruction. Wow, this is really in-depth. I haven't seen something like this really since we were just talking about Vampire Bloodlines. Good character creation. Factory worker. Farmer. In-ray damage. What's the in-ray, chat? A lot of things that could be. Food additive tester. Food effects. Janitor, sanitary. I'll be back in an hour. I'll see you later, gamer. Erosion damage. Toss ball, team mascot. Also, random ginger. Thank you for your subscription for 8 months. Hey, 8 months. Good to see we are playing the same game. Probably happens a lot more than you think. Choose the sports mascot. You can be Mr. Gritty, savior of the universe. I know, sous chef sounds appealing. But it only gives you a one-handed melee +1. Janitor, corrosion damage. I'm gonna guess that maybe this will also have, like, give you extra dialogue options as well. Determination. You're filled with determination. No discernible aptitude. I'm gonna go with we were a cashier.
Working your way up to provisioner?
We were bored with our old life as a Walmart cashier, so we're like, you know what, we're gonna go into space. That gives us 1+ to persuade. Okay, now let's go on to the next one. Appearance. We're gonna play as a dude. That's kind of close to my facial features with the sharp chin bones. Not my skin tone though. I'm a bit lighter. That's somewhat different. Somewhat there. Brow horizon. Turn this way. I need your brow to stick out a lot because I got a big Cro-Magnon brow. That's the wrong way. There. That's pretty. There we go. Brow vertical. Yeah, like I said, I got a big, Cro-Magnon brow. It's like really protrudes. Eye horizontal, huh? There, yeah, somewhat like that. Eye size. We can make him anime, but I'm not anime. Nothing better than an ugly guy with a great charisma. About right there. Mouth size. I got kind of a big mouth for reasons. There's a... Oh, this is a much bigger lip. Oh, okay, not so big. Nose size. My honker is kind of normal size, though. A little bit bigger than that, though. Well, that's about as big as I let you make it. Nose tilt. Mine's tilted a bit downward. Nose width. I got kind of a big mouth. Well, I am a streamer, right? Cheeks. Alright. That's good enough for face. Hair. Everything's so stylish. I'm gonna guess none of these hairstyles are gonna be me. Well, that's not really what I'm rocking. bit longer than me. I don't really have the Widow's Peak, so mine's more like covers all that, so well, that's close. That's probably about as close as it's gonna get, actually. If I swept my hair back, it'd look like that. Option 2 or 3 were pretty close to yours. That's actually probably as close as it's gonna get now that I look at it. Alright, we'll go with that one, I think. Mine doesn't comb backwards, but yeah. The only other one that... actually, when I think about it, when I do gel my hair up, it does look like that now that I look at it. I just don't gel my hair up that often anymore. Well, it's me when my hair is gelled. There we go. Alright, now let's get the color right. None of these are normal human shades. A bit redder than me. Walk at Chad here. That's about as close as it gets. Oh, eyebrow style. I've got kind of bushy eyebrows. That's actually almost dead on the money. Actually, that's it. That's my eyebrows exactly. Are we gonna spend 2 hours in Character Creator? Don't you know how these games work? We're almost done. We just gotta pick our name after this. Facial hair. I don't really grow facial hair. But it's nice to see kind of what I would look like if I did. That's about what I can really realistically do. I can grow that little bit right there under the lip and some here on the chin. And a really crappy mustache if I wanted. Oh, we're gonna go clean. Features. Makeup. Make me beautiful. Wow, does he have something wrong with him? I'm sick, chat. This is me with, you know, jaundice. Or what is it? Malaria. Malaria, Dartigan. Do a Joker playthrough. This is me in Dartigan Dartigan, who has seen something sexy. Dirt. Am I a dirty boy, chat? Plague, I think. You know, a little dirt wouldn't be too bad. We're gonna go scars. I don't really have any facial scars. This is Scottish Dartigan. Well, that's not a Scottish accent, but you probably get the joke. Won't tag me. Age. That's Boomer Dartigan now. Put it right in there. He's not too fresh-faced anymore. Boomer again. Alright. That's not perfect, but it's not too shabby. Compare that. Pull up one of my emotes, chat, like me dabbing my face with a napkin for sweat. It's not too far off, actually. Alright. What's our name? We're just gonna be me. Yeah, pretty good, actually. Right. Summary. That's us. Novice. Cower. Humans have a 20% chance to cower in fear for 3 seconds after the first time you hit them. Well, that's our persuasion skill. Cashier, subgrade. Hey, don't open. Thank you for the, what, well, 2 months, man? Thank you. Played this game for 7 hours today. It's great. Yeah, all the stuff I've seen about it is pretty good. Alright, chat. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Start a new recording now that I've spent 30 minutes in character creation.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Now I'm gonna guess I spent all that time creating that NPC. I will never see his face in game. That's how it usually goes. Which kind of makes you wonder what the point was.
Not likely, bootlickers.
Yeah, everyone has already mentioned how much this reminds them of Rick and Morty, this guy. Era 2 Orbiting Laboratory. It's Boomer Rick. This is the game from the people who made Fallout New Vegas, which is made up of some people who made the original 2 Fallouts. Oh, that's our pod.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight.
It was God's gallon of bleach you subbed to me? Oh, I must have read the wrong thing. I'm sorry, dude. God's gallon of bleach, thank you for that sub.
For 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes?
I think he put us in a spaceship, and he's welding us in for some reason.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists.
Explosive cell death is a real thing when you freeze living things. I should know. Check your freezer out after you've kept a piece of meat in there for about 3 months.
My ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Well, he really is Rick. So he just, without even asking us, he's like, hey, you gonna help free all your buddies in the ship? Sure you are. Remember the hope. Like, what if he'd picked someone who's just like really, really not into helping others?
Can you hear me?
I think he chose this at random.
Working. Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck.
He chose the only person who survived? Well, the purpose is to rescue the rest of the people frozen on the ship. That's what I got from it. And he volunteered us for it since we're the only one he could save. Not bad for a cashier, actually knowing how to operate a spacecraft.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What
Oh, Hawthorne got wicked
Is
witched.
that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Oof.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
Well,
Not
kind of already
sure I
halfway buried.
trusted the fellow.
Already got the
I
flowers,
had a
too.
bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Okay, already we're getting, technically, Giant's Causeway rocks. Always the Giant's Causeway. Is there like a graphical program in Unreal Engine that makes it really easy to make those or something? Well, they did add a curve to it, so I'll give them that. Very colorful game though, I like it. Considering all the drab palettes I've been playing in games recently, it's a nice change. A lot of chromatic aberration? Probably. But, that's one of the graphical things that I can live with. Left shift, sprint. Nice to see an alien world actually look alien. You know, you're right about that. Adreno. In fact, the last truly alien-looking game I can actually remember playing is Morrowind. While sneaking, use tall grass, rocks, or crouch in the grass. The awareness meter over enemies' heads tell you if they're unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted. What about No Man's Sky? I never played No Man's Sky. And maybe it does now, but when it first launched, it was just like, oh, here's some bright colors on a rock and trees.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Are we already getting plot-induced headaches? You have low health. Use emergency medicinal inhaler to heal. Each activation consumes 1 adreno.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Medicinal 5. Sit still, I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Spacer's what?
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them.
Reconstruction of Ray Gun Gothic. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Why did my voice get all, craggly there?
Scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What's this about marauders? What were you doing out here? You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead.
Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are 2 completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
So wait, I've got a better idea. Give me your gun and I'll go get help. Lie. Someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt him down for you. Intimidate. You're an idiot. I'm gonna lie to him.
You'd better take my gun then. Careful. It's worth more to the company than I am. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice
Look at all
weapons
this
are now
stuff we just got
30%
from
less likely to
being a
malfunction.
charisma build.
You've tried the best.
Good
Now try
idea,
the
me.
rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something?
You like the dialogue?
You're in Emerald Vale.
Well, it's definitely a
We're
step up from
Spacer's Choice
Fallout's
community.
latest affair, isn't it?
Edgewater's a little
Hey,
ways down.
you actually get
Please
NPCs in this
place in
game,
the
not
Vale.
as an update.
Be sure to stop by a Provisioner's for a can of our famous Saltuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Clio workers. Company policy.
Okay, we got gun. Aim down sights. Oh, I didn't mean to do that shit. Pick up mag pick. Pick up pre-sliced bread. Tartarus sauce. Space revolver. It's a pretty sci-fi looking blaster to me. I like a good chunky sci-fi blaster more than something that looks sleek and alien. So what's melee, I'm wondering? Okay, that's melee. Well, hope that wasn't valuable fuel.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the
Space Morty.
This...
Or Space Rick. Gotta go grocery shopping? Probably be back in an hour. We'll be here, man. Can we kill Lizard? Oh, enemy killed. That was 20 XP for killing Lizard. Not only does it have, well, not the same as a bird, but... Shit, need to stop pressing F. Space Rick, yeah, I know, I'll keep saying it. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, so Q is bullet time. He gave me a saber too, didn't he? I want to see what this me scaring people looks like when I do it. Sentry saber. Equip the sword. Weapon management. You have up to 4 weapons equipped at any time by dragging them to the slots at the top of the screen. On this page, you can inspect your weapons, compare them, flag them as junk. Okay, so let's drag a saber up here. Oh, so that's where we get to see our character model. He already looks a little bit different. The skin is way too dark now. Oh well. Give me that 0G. I thought there was going to be ketchup. I keep healing myself. Damn it, it's E to pick up. Space donuts. Oh, this really is a Fallout game. And you just loot everything. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skill help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need, and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number. Okay, so it's based on how like Deus Ex did it. The wrench is the durability. So this is... Guess I don't have enough picks to get into that. I want to see what this looks like if my intimidation effect applies to someone like this guy. Also, there's backstabs. Okay. So far, I'm liking it. It feels good, too. Where did I put my skill points? Mainly into charisma and stuff like that. This is mostly a talkie character. You start your new job this week. Hopefully. Oh, well, like I said, I hope you kill it. I mean, in a good way. Why did we ever adopt the language, I hope you kill it, as being a good thing? Oh, no, no, come back. I think I got it. Maybe. Hard to tell from here. How's it so far? I'm liking it. It plays good.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Damn it.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Hey everyone, just joining the stream. How are you guys doing? It's just a landing violation. Let it go. So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. I've already dealt with a few of those marauders. Not impressed. It's just a landing violation.
You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Oof, look at all the options I get now. Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge? I bet you could get these marauders to tell you where their owner of that ship is. Guess I'll have to give you 0 my customer satisfaction survey. Let's persuade. You know what? Lie. I like being the liar character.
You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Oh, you don't get... When you get laminated, that means you're getting real serious. You don't break out the plastic to laminate a report unless it means something. Oh yeah, I should try this out, shouldn't I? It's actually feeling like we got a mix of Borderlands and, you know, Fallout with the enemy color designs. So, thought they were like going to come after me because of the ship. No. Oh well, free ship. Be back in half an hour. Let's take a look at our ship, actually. Very, very retro. We're gonna laminate the fuck out of those marauders. Yeah, I'll take that. Pick up shovel. Oh, they killed it with an axe. Or a hatchet. Same thing. Wait, is this like a mining? Tell me I can mine rocks? This is, I like to think of this game as this is what the world of Fallout would eventually been had the nuclear war never occurred. They would have gotten into space. Can fast travel to locations you have unlocked by opening your map and selecting your destination.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
The unreliable. That's a very... This is like... No, hipster space is what this is. Hipster-based technology.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Okay, GLaDOS, give me a second. Really going retro? Yeah,
All doors are on
50s retro
security
sci-fi.
lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
Eventually, we'll go up another...
Please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Eventually, we'll get to the 1970s retro. When we get to... What would be 1970s retro, actually? Like... like... Checkered pants? Fuck. 70s were weird. I can't even identify what the retro would be there.
Marauder, please be informed that
Lava
the
lamps?
engine room contains nothing of value.
Mars power regulator. Alien Isolation, or Alien Isolation is 80s retro when you actually take a look at what their, the technology looks like, even though the first movie came out in the late 70s. But I'm talking about like the fashion and the way stuff was portrayed in the 70s.
Including the cargo holds.
I'm guessing it'd be like something almost like Austin Powerish.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
70 retros is synthwave stripes, long socks, hairspray, lava lamps, and the end of the disco. Then Headlander, which is full on... Yeah, there we go. Now we got an idea of what a 70s retro would be. Oh, we actually have Hal. We have two different AIs. We got Hal-looking motherfucker. And, someone who looks like someone's Twitter avatar. It's gonna, like, talk down to me.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
He wants to speak to the captain. What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Jetstream procedures initiated.
Oh, definitely got... I want to speak to the manager eyes.
Reject all foreign parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I need to get this ship in the air. Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry. The captain's a red smear under my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Sounds like I'm entering an S&M relationship. I need to call you Daddy or something. I get it, you need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly, okay? But I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead.
I understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne.
We're not Shepard, we're Hawthorne.
And congratulations on your life-changing experience.
Just call me Ishmael. Great, let's get out of here. You don't understand. My name is Dartigan.
I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly.
Okay, good writing.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
How did it get damaged when it landed here? Where am I supposed to find something like that? I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage. Okay, we got engineering skill.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical network.
Yeah, she's got a good AI name, Ada.
I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of
Best
the Unreliable.
best AI, huh?
Do you understand?
Yes, Ada, I got it. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it. Knock it off. I want to see how she keeps responding to me rejecting it.
It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Level 2. Skill and perk points available. You've been promoted. Congratulations, you have gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, so it gives you access to new perks every other level. Cool. Okay, Auntie Cleo Management Training. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill melee improves all of your specialized skills in that group, up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills, up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see where they are. Okay, cool. Work diligently. Wonder what God Howard doing. Wonder what God Howard doing. What? Okay, so maybe we should put a point into handguns. Or just into range, anyways. Let's give us some shooting experience. So we'll put 2 into that. I'll keep leveling my leadership skills up. Go ahead and put another one into range. And then there we go. Stealth hack. 1 into that. There we go. Apply. Anti-Cleo knows you can command your companions to use their special abilities on the enemy you are targeting. C. Companion 1 ability. V. Companion 2 ability. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Alright, we got perks too. Your character looks like the unremarkable member of a boy band. You mean me? Yeah, I'm the one that, like, after, like, the band breaks up after it's, a couple of years of success, who goes on to be, like, a car salesman. Selecting perks. Welcome to perk selection. You get a new perk to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Alright, tier 1. You've grown healthier in your time outside of stasis. Tactical time dilation lasts longer. Sometimes you are the only person you can trust, and that's okay. You deal increased damage when adventuring alone. Walk speed, sprint speed, weapon armor, durability. Companion crit chance. 20% vendor prizes. Being a shrewd negotiator may cost you some friends, but you make up for it in bits. So that's a 20% discount you can get on vendors. That might be good to get early, actually. 50 XP from companions. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. 50% tactical time dilation recharge. Carrying capacity. Might want to pick the armor perk first. 5 base armor. You have a base armor. That doesn't sound that interesting to me. We're not making a paladin after all. Adds to any armor you wear. Never pick barter perks. Did I learn nothing from New Vegas? The companion crit chance might be good too, since I do have a lot of stuff put into leadership. Additional ammo stocks on vendors. 50-pound carrying capacity. What's a paladin? Paladins? They're like holy dudes. Holy knights. Alright, I'll take everyone's advice and go for that. We'll grab a point. We'll grab that perk. Alright. There we go. Are we going for a stealth sniper? No, we're going for someone who, we're going for like a rogue. We're good at like talking our way out of stuff and
The
lying.
navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Is there an ability to holster your weapon?
What can I do for you, Captain?
I'll be back.
Goodbye.
Hold R. Thank you. Alright, we gotta go do a thing. So a rogue... Shit, I didn't mean to pull it back out. So a rogue or a smuggler type build. I'm going for more of a rogue. That's why... Because I do have a lot of stuff put into leadership and, persuasion skills.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me that the ranking officer is dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
First off, I want to know why your face is like that of a 25-year-old, but you're clearly going gray. Did the character, creator mess up on you? Alright, yeah, the guards and the locals had a bit of an altercation. I don't like your tone, Ernie.
Oh, cool your thrusters, friend. Just out here doing my trade. Gathering remains, tagging corpses, filing reports. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
I could use their gear, no sense in letting a good suit of armor go to waste. Good idea, and clean up this ship while you're at it.
Is that an official Spacer's Choice spacecraft on an official Spacer's Choice landing pad? Do I look like an auto-mechanical sanitation unit? The answer to both questions is no. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say...
People look like that for a lore reason, having gray hair.
Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice.
Everyone is required to, do the company motto. Oh, look at that light pass through the diffusion through his ear. Nice graphical effect. Hang on, I want to ask you something.
Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
Hey, Zyke, how are you? Alright. We're free. Free to explore. I'm gonna guess this isn't like a truly big open world. It just has lots of large areas you can explore. But it's not like you can't go, oh, see that mountain over there? You can go there from here. Like, as Ton Howard would say. Just like KOTOR? Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Something like that. Old wreckage discovered. Oh. Back off. Oh. Oh, over there. That's where I was getting hit by rocks. It just works, Todd Howard. What would Todd Howard's stand be if he were a JoJo character, by the way? I've kind of been wondering that. I mainly just, had that thought because It Just Works is also a JoJo meme. And I was like, Todd could kind of work, actually. Small percentage of weapons and armors you may find are considered pristine. They have more durability and are worth more to vendors. Pristine items can be identified by a diamond. Making outlandish promises and making you believe them. Usually stands have something a bit more unique about them than that. Let's try this new gun I just got. You can also cleave someone up with an axe. Now we're definitely in Skyrim. That does shit damage though, compared to everything else. Oh, a lot of big boys. Already have ammo. What's this blue shit? I didn't know they were magic casters. Whoops. Use the axe. Well, first death. Good checkpoint though, not too shabby. Oops, didn't mean to use that. I think the little ones were almost healing him somewhat. Oh, they threw those glow rocks at me. That's what was causing that shit. Uh-oh. What do I think of Modern Warfare's campaign? Is better than World War II's. Oh. Uh-oh. I think that's the corrosion damage they mentioned. Uh-oh. I can't avoid that shit either. No, hit this thing in front of me. Thank you. We're gonna cheese him. Oh. I was kind of hoping to get something good out of that, but it doesn't seem like there was much. Besides all of my ammo that I just used it. Murderer? Hey, they're monsters that throw shit at me. There we go. That sets me back right. A lot of looting. I'm guessing I can sell some of these weapons back out of town once I get there. You said Fallout and Borderlands. I'd say more Fallout meets Bioshock? I don't know, I still feel it's more like Borderlands due to the RPG-ness of it. Alright. That's all was over on this little corner. These enemies are 100% Borderlands. Yeah, that's the enemy designed just like a monster. Yeah, and the way the world seems structured just screams Borderlands. Flex my RP-ness. That's a weird word. I think you meant RPG-ness. Oh. So, do we have like... Is this planet have a ring around it, or we got two different forms of Aurora Borealis? God, those things are everywhere now. Thankfully, I already checked that camp earlier. It has a ring. Hmm. I'm gonna get into so many stupid situations. Probably by fighting people who are way above my level. And he had a necklace on him. I'm trying to get them to be afraid of me by using... I guess, do you have to press anything to make my dialogue thing work when I'm attacking them? Or I thought I would do it automatically. They don't seem... I guess it only works on certain enemies. And these aren't the ones it works on. At least the enemies aren't screaming pop culture. Yeah, there's only a 20% chance, but... figure after a few hits like that, it would have to happen. Marauder lookout, not doing looking out stuff. Oh! Hey, guess what? I got no more shit to heal with. Only the characters have dialogue? Like I said, I'm gonna get killed a lot by being a bit too ballsy sometimes. Alright, like I said, the game seems pretty forgiving with its checkpoints though, so good on it. Hey, Star Wars, welcome back. Oh, these are poachers at this point. Why am I fighting these dudes? We just land and they're just marauders. We're trying to get to town so we can get our ship fixed. Shining beacon of civilization. I want to go over there and get revenge for dying, though. In fact, let's do that. Well, I don't have any health supplies, so it's probably a bad idea. The green is nice. Yeah, colors are nice in video games. Who'd have thought? Use with a pair of binoculars in this game, though, so I can look a little further away. We're in Space Ireland right now, aren't we? Or would it be Space Scotland? With the, the giant causeway stones all over the place. You're so glad it's not 2010 anymore, and games have color. Yeah, that was a rough time, wasn't it? When every game was chasing the Call of Duty money.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
You mean the place I just came from? My pod crashed in the hills back there.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Yeah, Call of Duty gets all the blame for the lack of color in games back then, but the lack of color actually started before that. Actually, I blame that on kind of Resident Evil 4. I never got your name. I'm Dartigan. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses.
Oh.
You don't want none of that on you.
What's the death rate like around here? If you have a profession like that. Not good, I'm guessing.
Choice family.
What do I talk to about a power regulator? I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. This place looks like it's falling to pieces. Junior Inhumer. Fancy title for a gravedigger.
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and
I didn't know gravediggers were a union job. You seem pretty old to be a junior anything.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
Keep the dream alive. And make a little money.
Got a knack for being discreet like?
Must smell terrible. Well, he doesn't probably like lay down and roll on the corpses.
Edgewater is a company town, board owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
Oh, you have to rent your grave site.
Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see.
We're living in a libertarian future, aren't we? You make people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
I'll collect your fees for you. Why can't you collect those fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
I'll collect them for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is he special?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays
It'll
up.
be a surprise when you talk to him. I find them.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours.
Grant might want to consider cremation.
Abernathy, I ain't seen him in a few
Hell,
days.
Go for a sky
His
burial.
domicile is near the cannery.
Or just feed you one of
You'll
the
find him in
monsters
town.
outside of town.
All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah?
Those are... You lose a lot of people to marauders, huh?
Former people, yeah.
Phew!
Marauder's been raiding my grave.
Why do sneezes always come in twos?
Guards.
What are they after, loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those Marauders
Oh no,
let any
the
more
dev
bodies
who's...
out
The
of my
game dev who's on
cemetery,
my mod team
company's
is
gonna
ruined.
duck my pay.
Bless me, thank you. Thank you, chat. Well, they leave you the beast if you do not keep anything. True story. That must be in pretty bad shape.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say,
I like that the first person in a town we meet is the gravedigger.
Near every soul to plague.
Really sets up what this town's all about.
We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure.
Thoughts on the game so far?
You've got business
It's
inquiries,
intrigued
you
me.
should
I
stop
like
by
it so
Reed
far.
Thompson's office.
We'll see if it has enough to
Up in
keep
the
me going for
tower
like
above the
its
cannery.
40-hour
Head
playtime.
into town, follow the road.
Thing is, these types of games, because of my lack of patience, or like, once I've played something for like 20 or so hours, I start to like, That's why it gets hard for me to finish Elder Scroll games.
Yeah?
even if I start off liking them.
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking?
Hope isn't a rumor. I'm real. I'm a living proof. Are you saying somebody forgot about us?
Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that.
So Assassin's Creed... I didn't even start off liking Assassin's Creed Odyssey that much.
Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you.
They said the colony was expecting us.
Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Where's the trouble in asking a question?
Trouble's in the asking. Or don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do
I like Assassin's Creed games. I like some of them. Mainly the 2 was the best one. I really like 2, actually. I think I've asked him.
Yeah?
I think I've like exhausted. You know, we got one last question we can ask him.
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Alright. Let's go. He gave us a quest, so...
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
Well, both of you had the same line, huh?
I could really go for some salt too.
Beats working at the cannery.
Sir Stealth, curtsies. See you later, Western. Edgewater. You know, this game so far actually has a very... I'm not going to say it's a Morrowindy soundtrack, but it has that background noise that I like from older open world games like Morrowind. Guess we just go directly in. Hey, Stealth, you just watched Countdown. Pretty good movie. Isn't this developer owned by Microsoft now? Like, they bought them, like, they announced it back at E3? So, I'm guessing the sequel to this game, if it happens, will be Xbox, whatever. It will end up being exclusive to that. Got a bypass shot. You know, it kind of surprised me that Microsoft bought the Psychonaut dev Double Fine, since originally they were the ones who were publishing Psychonauts, and then they're like, that game doesn't look like it's going to sell. See ya. And it almost got them shut down because they didn't have a publisher for a while.
Spacer's choice takes care. Keep your distance, friend.
But apparently they were open, like, oh yeah, you can give us more money. Alright, let's see if we can go in every house. Nope, just ones with the blue light.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk.
Why, what's going on here?
Figured it was obvious. I got sick. Couldn't get better on my own. Got moved here for everyone's sake. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plague.
People return early, harass me while she's gone.
You don't want what we've got.
Yeah, they were right that the first Psychonauts didn't sell well. It took a long time and a lot of Steam sales for it to get into a lot of people's hands. But it also just got no advertisement before it came out. I've got some training. I could take a look at you. How did you get... Let's actually, how did you get sick?
First, I started feeling real low. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't wake up on time. Started showing up late to my post. Morale was flagging. I was showing doubt.
Morale was
Company
weak.
always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work.
You can't blame yourself for... Well, where's my medical option again? Or is that gone forever now?
I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already.
See you later,
People
GMC.
could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Here, take some Adrena time.
You've got Adrena time? How? No, I don't want to know.
Literally found it outside
Could be
town.
you stole it. Could be you're trying to test me. See if I'm gonna violate company policy. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Okay, don't take the medicine.
I've never seen an outfit like yours before. You're not from around here, are you?
Looks like someone who went through chemo. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people go through chemo. That is not pretty at all. Rest in peace, TB. Yeah, she's asking about Adreno. There's one literally in the next room. Guess they won't mind me robbing the dead. Take his clothes? I don't think I can.
Waste of company ammo! Time to collect a fine bounty!
Don't know what all that's about.
Waste of company ammo!
Oh, I think I might have got in trouble for stealing, and someone's shooting at me from outside.
And stay down, miscreant!
Or maybe not, I don't know. Oh, the rat creatures got out and they're being shot at. I just, oh, the little lizard things. Be free. Spread your filth. Well, we robbed the sick of all their belongings. Job well done, us. The barber shop. Yeah, I probably will get trouble if I steal that right next to him.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Do your lectures, your haircuts usually come with free lectures. I can show you these hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Looking to repair my ship. Scylla sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
I don't understand a word you just said.
I mean, that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement.
Good sir,
When
do
I
we look like a
expire,
charity?
I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. That's some quality drama, comrade. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights? Let's give Silas an IOU.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
How does barber work fail to be profitable? Everyone needs haircuts. Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged. What can I do for you?
Let's see here. I'm looking, medical. You sound like you had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term doctor loosely. So you prepare corpses for burial? Pretty specific job description. Guessing you were trained at a medical school.
Experience was my teacher. Experience and...
Can you steal
so
stuff?
You
Yes.
want to be an embalmer. Brochures 1 through 5.
Hey, Mike.
Courtesy of the
Thank you for
Spacer's
25
Choice
months.
Department of Career Development.
Over 2 years now, man. It's our anniversary. Love you all. Big Moo energy, Mike. Alright, got some questions for you then.
Go ahead.
Look in the back room with the corpses? I will. I plan to look around more. What do you know about this plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
What are your symptoms?
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
All of the symptoms then. Why don't you treat all... What you're describing sounds a lot like a flu.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol.
Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend.
God,
We
this
don't
is
have
Grey
enough
Star chat.
medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best.
Barber
among
for the
us.
dead, though? So he's just a mortician, then. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Sorry for the frame drops you guys might be experiencing. They'll go away shortly.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted,
If anyone,
try
if
not
the
having
stream
any
froze,
work.
can you, bleh. Someone in chat write the word refresh if your stream refroze, because I'm getting a few frame drops. So some people might have, have it have Twitch like, not going to move anymore. Capitalism world. I need to ask you about one more
What can I
thing.
do for you? A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy.
Dude, I can barely
This
even
is
ask a
what
question in
happens
my own
when you
chat
let
right
your
now.
Imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
Your vicar.
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church. probably neglecting his duties.
Seem to like him very
He doesn't
much.
seem to like us
The
much.
NPC is addressing the
vicar has
audience
not been with
directly.
us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority.
Hey, Scott Lander. The NPC is addressing the audience directly. Creepy. For some reason I read that before the... Oh no, Shadows... Okay, I read that. Shadows in the Sun. Thank you for your sub, man. And your first time, too. Everyone give Shadows in the Sun. Great big welcome. Also, sorry for any, frames dropping right now. So what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer blurry stream for a minute, or do you prefer frame drops? Let me know. I'll let you guys decide which technology I rely on. Or do you prefer just a stream that doesn't work, that just goes down sometimes? Like it looks like it's trying its best to do right now. Blur. Blurry. Is that like a giant gunblade mortician knife? Blurry moo game. Like I can turn the blur thing on for the next stream if you like prefer that over random frame drops. Conrad. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Am I tired? No, I am not tired at all. That's a brain. Why do I don't always sound tired, though? That's just how my voice works.
Trying to get us all in trouble. What do you think you're doing?
Oh. Bribe, I'll pay you 70 bits to look the other way. Leave nothing at all? Intimidate. I'm gonna lie.
I don't have time for this.
Your reputation with a faction has changed. If enemies are hostile but your reputation isn't kill on sight, leaving for a few days will calm things down. So we got away with stealing, but just barely. My Spacer's Choice reputation decreased though. Should have closed the door.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Well, I was just back in the room, you right there to the side. That has the on the note right on the counter. I'm a mind reader. No.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental
Yeah, I know red
hygiene.
means stealing. I just didn't think you would
Took
see
them
me.
to his grave.
I'm sure you won't miss them. They're probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings.
Stream buffers every 5 minutes or so. Yeah, usually I have that new thing turned on where it just blurs drops the bit rate. But people were kept mentioning it every time, so I thought maybe they preferred, frame drops. I think I have to stop the stream to turn it back to switch it to that if I want to do it right now. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills, can I? Ask forgiveness from the vicar later.
The good Vicar Maximilian and I have never quite
Teeth are
seen
heirlooms,
eye to
if they're
eye,
made of
but
gold,
your
I
point
guess.
is well taken. Here you are. Gravesite papers
Those are my
affixed with
great-granddaddy's
signature
teeth.
And an IOU.
God damn, internet, stop being a dick. Don't even know why I do this. All right, let's continue. We got one of the debts settled.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least
Okay, the canina. Okay, what to next? Spacer choice cantina discovered. Now tomorrow I'll turn back on the blur filter. Well, it's not really a filter, just lowers the bitrate instead of dropping that. Now I want to take everything, but everything will just gotta it'll be stealing.
Never seen you here before. You a visitor? Welcome. On behalf of the Spacer's Choice family, let me welcome you to where am I again?
Hard stuff, huh? I'm not used to hearing this many different sounding voices in one of these games. Kind of expected to hear the same dude over and over again. You're drunk.
What? No, I'm Winslow. Lester Winslow. Says so right on my permanent record.
Chat, give me a second. I'm gonna stop the stream real quick and turn it to switch to the setting that just drops the bitrate instead of dropping frames, because we're dropping a lot of frames right now, and I'd rather the stream be crusty looking than just skipping around all over the place. So the stream's gonna go down for a second. It'll come right back up. See you in just a minute.